My name is Dejah Griffin. I am 30 years old and I have been in Whatcom County for almost 7 years now. I came to this community for a relationship, ended up staying after the relationship just because I have a child here, but also because I love it and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I think one of the biggest things, well, there's two things. One is the land. I really love the access to Vancouver, Seattle, the mountains, the beach. I love that it's kind of a hub without having to be in a huge city. I also really love the community. It's very tight-knit but also not at the same time. I feel like there's a lot of people who come and go, but people really care about people here. Right now I'm a marketing director for a credit union. And before that, I worked in nonprofit working with homelessness. I think that I've been really lucky with places that I have been able to find, but I know not everyone is. And I've done a lot of word of mouth, like community. That's how I've been able to find a lot of the places. And where I currently live, I rent a townhouse. And the only reason I'm able to afford it is because I now have a partner who lives with me. Before that, I was a single mom with a daughter, and I had to find the cheapest possible place. And I had a job that I was able to afford it, but just barely. And so I changed jobs, got a pretty good raise of pay that I was not expecting. And because of that, I'm able to afford the townhouse with my partner. Otherwise, wouldn't have been possible. I mean, hopeful, yes, possible, who knows. But my goal is in the next 5 years to look into buying a home or to like start the journey now and hopefully within the next 5 years. But I definitely am nervous just because like right now I have a really great job, but what if I don't have this great job? What if I end up having to take a pay cut one day? Then that will definitely change things. So right now with what I have at this exact moment, I could do it. But if anything happens, like I said, I've been divorced, I have a daughter, all of those contributing factors, if any of those like kind of fall out of place, then I won't be able to do it. I'd say most people that I know don't own their house. I know maybe a few people, but I feel like they're kind of the lucky ones who had like certain circumstances made it. But majority of people I know are renting. Most people are single, no kids, and they are trying their best. I'm specifically thinking of a few people who have told me, that they're like, I'm not gonna have kids anytime soon. I can't afford it. If I do, I'm gonna move back closer to my family, just because they don't see the possibility here because they're already paying. Most of them actually do live by themselves, but I think they're able to do that because they don't have anything else to worry about. They're like doing the bottom barrel, like don't have pets, nothing. And I feel like that's the only way that they're able to even survive. And so they keep saying like, if I want this, if I want that, I know I'm gonna have to move. But right now it doesn't make sense for me to move. I've just seen a lot of people, I guess, give up on their dreams because of that. They're not able to really do what they want here in Bellingham, and they think that they have to do that somewhere else. And so they're gonna try their best to be here, but they're just not gonna be able to follow their dreams and do what they want. In the end, a lot of people do want to buy a house. Like I think that is a big goal of a lot of people in my generation and others, is they want that. Because it would be nice to be able to like break down a wall if I want to, but I can't do that. And so I really have to like live within the constraints of that. We lived in a 2-bedroom apartment that was pretty small beforehand. We lived there for 2 years. And I mean, my biggest complaint and the reason I was like, I got to figure out how to get us out of this was because she didn't have a yard. There's nowhere for her to play. We were stuck in a 1,100 square foot, tiny 2-bedroom apartment. My goal was either to rent a house, because I knew I was gonna be able to buy one, or rent a townhouse. And so finally we were able to move into a space that, like I said, it's beautiful, it's new, we're like the second family to ever live there, and it has like a front yard area and stuff. It still doesn't feel perfect because I can't just like let her run outside in the backyard and have fun. I still have to like watch her and care for her and make sure, because we live in a neighborhood and the yard is shared with everyone else. I think that's really tough because I think about my childhood. I grew up, every house that my family owned, we always bought it and we always had the backyard. We always had, I could paint the wall green if I wanted to in my room. And I know that where we're at now, that's not gonna happen. There's so many parts of the house that are frustrating where I'm like, I wish I could fix this, and I can't because we rent it. And so I think it's tough on her because she doesn't have the freedom that she wants. I know she wants to run around and like play in mud. She's 4.5, but she can't. And I have to, like, if we're gonna do that, I have to supervise her and be with her the entire time because it's a shared yard. So living in a townhouse isn't ideal, but it's at least a step up. I think there's like definitely 2 different directions of how I want my life to go. But if the one direction would be living in Bellingham, it would be owning a house, especially a house like central to downtown, because I'm invested in the community here. And I'm an extrovert who wants to be around doing things. So my goal would be able to have a house close to downtown, accessible to be able to do the things in the downtown or, just Bellingham-centric area? Oh, that's a really good question. I think I would want them to know that if we don't fix things now, oh my God, wow, it's gonna make me emotional. I feel like if we don't fix things, then I don't think that Bellingham will be a sustainable place for most people to live. It's so frustrating because we want people invested in this community. We don't want people to just sit at their houses and do nothing and never go out in the downtown. And I'm someone who wants to be here and care. And it won't be possible because I won't be able to buy the house. I won't be able to raise my daughter here, and I'll have to move somewhere else. I mean, I could move to Florida tomorrow and be with my family, and it'd be cheaper and easier, but I don't want to. I choose Bellingham every day. If things don't change soon, I think that people on city council, county council, they have to realize there needs to be a bigger push because we can't grow if we don't change things. Some of the things that I think about, especially working with homelessness in previous jobs, and it's something that's still really dear to my heart, is that Bellingham isn't just for rich people, and it shouldn't be just for rich people. Anyone should be able to live here and be able to experience the beauty that's here instead of having to move somewhere else that's less beautiful. So if someone is, maybe similar to me, a single mom who wants to live here, they should be able to do that and not have to go somewhere else where it's easier. If they love Bellingham, they should be able to invest in this community. If someone, is houseless, they should be able to grow and live here and not be pushed out somewhere else. I think that's really important to me. People love Whatcom County because of how beautiful it is. And it shouldn't be a hassle to live in a beautiful place. It should be easy, and we should all get to experience it if we want it.